One thing you mentioned that was interesting to me is you try to identify what the team's doing well or what's doing well, what the team's confident in, and versus what's maybe needs more attention or that's performing, let's say, poorly. How do you decide whether to kind of double down on what's already working versus fixing things that are kind of weak spots? And this might be different, I guess, if you're kind of more infra role, maybe versus product role, but what's your experience here between doubling down on what's working versus fixing and kind of getting everything else caught up that's not, I mean, kind of, so let's say, the bar?
Sure. I will say that in general, my inclination in coming into a new role is to spend a lot more time listening than talking in the first 30, 60, 90 days, right? Like maybe the amount of talking versus listening will ramp up gradually over that time. But like mainly I want to understand, like, presumably, unless you're coming into a situation that's a real disaster, you're coming into a team that has been together for a while. Or like if you're building a brand new team, that's obviously a different problem. But if you're coming into a team that exists, presumably they're doing the things they're doing for a reason. So I think it's really important to come in and understand not just what they're doing, but why they're doing it. And in some cases, I think you'll find, oh, okay, they were doing this because there was 5 years ago, there was a process problem that they solved by putting these daily stand-up meetings in place. And we don't have that process problem anymore. So let's get rid of the daily stand-up meetings. People don't like them. We're in different time zones, right? But sometimes you'll come in and maybe your first instinct is, oh boy, I would never set up things this way. But then you find out that like, oh, this meeting is here or this reporting structure is here for a very good reason. And that reason is still in place and we want to maintain it, right? Like we have, again, speaking hypothetically here, we have a status meeting with this other team once a week because there's like a circular dependency there that's really complicated. And we always need to make sure that we're in sync on things and we aren't going to break each other, right? So not just understanding what the team is doing and how that aligns with how I would set things up in the abstract, but understanding why they're doing it and if those factors are still at play.
If you enjoyed this clip, make sure you watch the entire video, which has a lot more content just like this. And if you want to make sure you don't miss any of our episodes where we talk to leaders in the tech industry, from software engineers to product managers to engineering manager, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and also click the notification bell.